Hello there, it's me, Skull Queen. Welcome back to my channel where we're going to be doing the final island tour of my island called Cursemas. And you guys could probably tell by the island name, but this is a cursed Christmas island, so very wintry. It's only a month late, don't mind me, but it is finally done. I took my sweet time with it because I wanted it to be right and look good for you guys. So we're going to be doing the tour today, and I'm sure you've noticed my flag there. I just want to say that if you want any of the codes used on this island, please check my description box because they will all be listed down there for you. Now, first and foremost, let's check out the map of Cursemas. Here's my final map. I'm really happy with the terraforming and waterscaping. I think it looks really cool. And for my final villager lineup, we have Rattle, Kiki, Tex, Tasha, Tipper, Aurora, Dobie, Marlo, Rolf, and Bianca. Of course, the dream address is right there on the bottom of the screen, so if you'd like to pause the video, grab your Switch, and tour along with me, feel free. I think that could be really fun. But without further ado, let's get right into this tour. So right off of my airport, we have the entrance to Cursemas, and this is really to showcase the fact that there is a straight shot from the airport back to resident services. I've never had a map that was perfectly lined up like this, so I definitely wanted to showcase it. But this whole entrance is really just like an entryway, a big plaza, if you will, where you can just kind of connect to all of the different paths here on the island. So I think we're just gonna make a big circle around and then make our way back here to the front. And you can see that the whole vibe of this entrance is Christmas with a little bit of creepy, hence Cursed Christmas. So we have a lot of the illuminated items, a lot of the frozen furniture, and then of course I had to sprinkle in some skeletons and other elements throughout. So you'll see those sprinkled throughout the island. But let's go ahead and make a right off of the entrance here. And this is our ice rink. As you can see, we have a little victim that might have slipped and gotten a concussion. I don't really know. Hopefully he wakes up soon though. He's been there for like weeks. And then right back here we have a little ski rental area where you can also come and get some hot cocoa. Really happy with how this little spot turned out on the island. And then if we keep going this way, if you follow these lace paths, this will pretty much take you all around the island. But here we have kind of a mini neighborhood. This is where Rattle and somebody lives. I don't even know who lives here. So bad. But I just did some simple waterscaping around from this river mouth, and I kept the decorations kind of simple. You can see again, we have some magical elements mixed with the Christmas. And I wanted to keep this whole island a little bit more on the natural side, so you'll see a lot of crops and flowers being used, as well as the glowy moss and the weeds. If we keep making our way back, we have a little gazebo with a fountain and a park clock, and then this is the rock garden. I didn't know what to do with this space, and I never know what to do with my rocks, so I just made a little rock garden, pretty simple. And then right back here, I thought this was pretty funny. We have a little Christmas gift area, but I have a keep out sign and then all of these cracks in the ice to indicate that if you step on this ice trying to get those gifts, you're gonna fall right through and you're never gonna get those gifts. So that was my evil little plan. I thought that was pretty funny. I kept all of the beaches really simple, just wheat fields, weeds, and flowers, so there really isn't much to see here except for Gulliver's drunk ass, per usual. We'll make our way back to the left here, and there's a lot of paths on this island, so it's kind of easy to get lost. I just want to apologize for that immediately. But this will bring us back over to the resident services, so now we're going to take this incline up. And this will lead us right over to my house. And I made my house kind of sunken in here. Again, some of the magical elements mixed with some spooky and Christmas. That is the whole vibe that I have going on here. I kept my yard pretty small though, didn't want to take up too much space on the island. First, we'll head this way. This will take us over to this sunken hole with all of these limbs poking out. So you do have to walk across this hole to get to the other paths, but I have another little gift section here with a golden tombstone, and then we have other tombstones kind of sprinkled throughout this area. Right over here, we have a glowy moss, kind of like a magic circle spot. I didn't know what to put here, and I thought this was a nice way to fill in the space. I also had to include a moon and a suspicious cauldron, of course, but I really like this area. I like all the black flowers and the glowy moss. I think it looks really pretty. If we keep heading this way, this will take us to Marlowe's house. Again, his yard is pretty simple. And this is our sunken snowflake lake. It's kind of hard to see from up here, but you can really see it better on the map. So you can see it right there on the right side. It's not perfect by any means, but I thought it was a really cool idea to have a snowflake lake and make it sunken in. So that is what I did right here. Now we'll continue this walkway, and this is just kind of a transition spot, so I kept it decorated pretty simply, but you can get a better look of the snowflake lake right over there. And if we keep going back, this will take us to our shopping district. And Nook's Cranny is supposed to be kind of like a post office where they're getting ready to ship out all of the Christmas gifts, but they're just completely overwhelmed. So there's just boxes and trash everywhere. You know, they're a month late getting these gifts out by now, so they gotta step on it. And then I have a cute little diagonal bridge connecting these areas, and this will bring us right over to Able Sisters. Now this is probably my favorite Able Sisters that I've ever created. I thought the kind of reddish hue and the green went perfect with the whole Christmas theme. So I'm really happy with this Able Sisters. It's usually one of my least favorite buildings to decorate, but this is by far my favorite that I've ever built. So love this. Right outside we have a little vending station, so if there's any husbands waiting for their wives to shop for their clothes inside, they can just hang out here and get some snacks. I'm sure every man would love that. So we're just gonna head back down this way, and I wanna show you the viewpoint from the front here, so let's just get back around to my house. Now, from these two inclines, if you go to the left, this is the Cursed Christmas Tree Farm, so people can come and pick out their Christmas tree, chop it down, and put it in their own homes. Again, we have a little limb circle here, so just be careful for the arms. I'm sure it's nothing serious, you know. And then back here we have a little bulldozer with some more trees, just showing how we get these trees out of here. We have all of the heavy machinery that you could possibly need. Now, if you head back here, there is a ladder kit placed, and if you climb this brings us to the lookout of our island. So I love this spot right here. Here is our lookout, and it's kind of hard to see with all of the snow, but we have a lake back here with some more Christmassy items, and I just thought this lookout was so cool. I love how this turned out. And you can actually take this other incline down, and this will bring you right over to the Cursed Fishing Lake. So I love all of this. This took so long to decorate, but I'm really happy with the end result here. Oh, nice, look. So if we keep heading back this way, this takes us to another ice rink, which I turned more into a hockey rink right here. Again, we have another victim, not sure what happened there. And then this is Kiki's house. So she kind of looks over the hockey rink, and she should probably pick up these bones over here. And then back here behind our fishing lake, we have Red's Beach, and I made Red's Beach completely inaccessible. I just didn't know what to do, so I decided to put the spooky carriage and then just a bunch of wheat fields and barrels, but I'm actually really happy with how this whole area turned out. Loving how this looks. So this little fishing dock here was kind of created by accident. I was just filling in the lake, and this is just a strip of land that I had yet to destroy. And I thought it looked like a little fishing dock, so I just added some custom codes, and I think it looks really cool. I've never really seen a fishing dock in the middle of a lake before, so I think that's a cute, unique idea. Heading back this way on the cliffs, I just kept them decorated pretty randomly. But we have a little fishing hole spot. Since we are right next to the lake, I figured this part could be kind of frozen over and people can do some ice fishing here and put whatever they catch right here in this bucket. Again, following this path down, this will take us over to our farm/farmer's market, and we also have an orchard over here. So this is the cherry portion of the orchard, just a ton of cherry trees, and I think these look so cute. And then right here, I have a Christmassy farmer's market. So I love walking through right here. I just have a ton of storefronts, so many stalls, all of the desserts you could possibly think of. Just because, you know, it is the holidays, it's like winter time. Nobody's on a diet, so this is just a farmer's market full of desserts and jams, and I love it. I think this whole area is so grand. I really am happy with how this turned out as well. So we'll go across the front of the farmer's market. We have our pear and apple portion of the orchard. I wanted to keep it just the red and green fruits, and that's why I only have cherry, apple, and pear trees throughout the island. But I'm really happy with this whole area as well. And this actually brings us down to a cursed wedding area. So we have a couple little skeletons exchanging their vows till death do them part. And then for the actual wedding area itself, I just have a ton of dropped star fragments and flowers, and I think this whole area came out so pretty. Absolutely love this. We have a little reception table and then a place for the cake, of course. And then right across this diagonal bridge, we have our museum. And I kept the museum pretty simple. I just put it on this little island here. And then I added just a couple small Christmas trees, and I decided to be a little troll and just surround Blathers with all of the bugs. So he has these little bee apiaries everywhere, and then on top of those pillars, we have little bug models. I figured he would appreciate it, you know, it's my little Christmas gift to Blathers from me personally. And then we have another diagonal bridge here, and this brings us to kind of just a transition area again. And then this will lead us back to our farm. So for the farm, I just wanted to take up all of the space here. And I have seen on Instagram a couple times people surrounding their crops with water, and I thought that was such a cute idea. So I put a little square of water around every crop here, but I did decide to keep all of this pretty walkable. So you can definitely navigate around and make your way wherever you'd like to go. And then this again will connect back over to the farmer's market. So it's right off to the left-hand side. And then back here on our peninsula, I decided to put the campsite. I did not know what to do with the campsite, and I really didn't want to take up too much space with it. So I thought this quaint little area on the peninsula would be perfect. Nothing too special, but I am happy with it. Again, the beaches are just very simply decorated with wheat fields and weeds and flowers, nothing too crazy. And then right back here we have our double incline. This again is just more of a transition area. And up here we have Rolf and Bianca's houses. And since they're both like snow leopards and snow tigers, I decided to make them a husband and wife duo, so both of their homes are up here. Then I added quite a few of those dormant volcanoes just to kind of show that they're up in the mountains and they're like the little snow tigers taking care of the island. So they are way on the top, and I think this whole mini neighborhood came out so cute. Again, a lot of the frozen furniture being used, a lot of the illuminated items, and I'm really happy with it. I think this might be one of my favorite areas on the whole island, if I'm being honest. But yeah, right back down, this again will connect over to the farmer's market, and then we will make our way back this way. And right back here, I just have some tools and supplies, so anybody that's taking care of the orchard or the crops can just come here and get whatever they need to use pretty easily. And then again, if you take this path back this way, this will connect right back to our lake. And wow, that was a really quick tour, but I think we've pretty much hit everything, which is crazy. I feel like the tour went by so quick, but to get this island done, it took me so long. But I highly encourage you to tour along for yourself. I'm sure there's stuff that I missed. So if you'd like to take more time and really just take everything in and go slowly, definitely tour on your own. And if you take any pictures, feel free to send them to me on Instagram. All of my information is also linked down in the description box. Wow guys, I think that is it for the tour of Cursemas. I can't believe it's already over. I really loved building up this island and being able to use the frozen and Christmas furniture, which I never really had a chance to use before. And if you've been here on this journey with me building this island, I just want to thank you so much. If you'd like to see me on my next endeavor of another Animal Crossing island, please be sure to subscribe. And also coming up this year, I think I am going to start playing some more games like Disney Dreamlight Valley. I also want to try Stardew Valley. I've never played that game before and it looks like so much fun. So if you have any Animal Crossing island theme suggestions or any game suggestions that I should play on my channel, feel free to drop them in a comment below. But again, thank you guys so much for being here with me, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!